Losing weight can be a bit of a ball ache because you just don't know where to start. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what you can do to start losing weight from the comfort of your own home. So as I said, losing weight really doesn't need to be that complicated, but I feel so many of us do. There are so many different diet trends online, different workout regimes, and it can just become really overwhelming. And I find that a lot of people that I do work with go down one or two routes. They either go like crazy with the exercise or they go crazy with the diet and restrict themselves. So let me just share with you some tips that you can start implementing that has helped me and has helped so many women that I have worked with. Today, I'm going to be talking specifically, I can't say that word, about one client of mine recently who has literally lost 8 pounds in 3 weeks. And she is someone that I would say when she came to me thought that overall she was doing everything right but couldn't seem to lose weight. So this will probably resonate with a lot of people. So the first thing that we got her to do was portion control. And I really think this is vital for anyone trying to lose weight. Yes, we do need to be in a calorie deficit, but I find that a lot of people, that word in itself creates a lot of fear and you just don't know how to do that, and you worry that you're going to be severely under eating and they don't do it correctly, or they are someone that thinks they're doing it and they're not. So the best way to do this is through the hand method, which is what I teach my clients. And this really helps you to get a easy portion control on your foods. So instead of being really restrictive and cutting out so many things, this allows you to have balance and eat in a nice 80-20 way while keeping those portions under the correct kind of control that you should in an eyeball method. So the first thing you want to do is you want to keep your protein to about the size of your palm. This will just be cooked protein. Please do not get obsessed with being like, it needs to be exactly. No, it's fine, just around that size. Fats, you want that to be around the size of your thumb. So if I'm talking about food, that might be maybe a quarter of an avocado or like a tablespoon of some form of nut butter. And the final thing is you want your carbs and your veggies to be about the size of your fist. Now, yes, okay, it's around like the palm if you really want to get like nitty gritty with it, but it's just, like I said, really easy. My clients love doing this because I'm not getting them to weigh out their food. Again, that just creates, for some of us, an unhealthy mindset, which is what we want to avoid. And for someone that has been in that mindset, I avoid it. And I am someone that likes to follow my own advice and give it to my clients, because if I haven't done it, why am I going to give it to someone else? So hand method, portion control. This is the best place to start. You have to get your nutrition kind of intact first of all. And once you've done that, you'll be able to lose weight. The second thing that I get my clients, and especially this client, as I said, that lost that 8 pounds in 3 weeks, is she was someone that I found when she was working out prior to joining me, she was having hardly any energy. She wasn't getting excited to work out, and she was really getting confused. And as I said in the beginning, a lot of people can go down this route of feeling confused and thinking that they need to do a bit of everything to then lose weight, and it just gets you in a mood of feeling fatigued and dreading your workouts. You do not need to be working out 5 to 6 times a week for like an hour at a time. It's really not necessary. It's about training smarter and not harder. For someone that is looking to lose weight, you need to try and include cardio about 2 to 3 times a week in the form of maybe like HIIT workouts, and you want to be doing maybe 2 to 3 times a week of toning. Now, I get my clients to kind of work in this sort of formula. We do 1 day of cardio, 1 day of toning, and then we combine the cardio and toning for the last 2 days of the week. And the workouts can range anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And my client, especially this one, said to me that this is the first time in ages that she has felt these workouts are fun, they're challenging, and she's left feeling energized. This is what we want. We want you to feel energized to help you recover and come back excited for the workouts. Now, again, you can go on my YouTube here, you can find a bunch of different workouts, you can follow along with a calendar, or again, you can go into my app. There's so many different ways in which you can get these workouts in, but it doesn't need to be complicated. You want to make sure that, as I said, you're feeling challenged during your workouts, but you don't want to be left feeling drained. This way, you're just going to keep up with your workouts. Alongside that, we want to make sure that we're still moving throughout the day and increasing your steps. Now, again, please don't fall for this. You've got to do 10,000 steps a day stuff. I'm not a believer in that. If you can do 10,000 steps, fabulous. You might be someone like me that actually walks a lot, or you don't really have a choice because, again, I have to walk to and from school and all these different things all day long for my kids. However, if on average you track your steps and you notice that you're only doing like 3,000, cool, just try and add an extra 500 one week, and then again another 500. Take things like the stairs instead of taking the elevator. If you can get off a bus stop early or two before work and walk the extra way, or park at the end of the car park to get to the supermarket, those small things really add up and make the biggest difference. It's just about increasing the steps and just kind of go off what your average is and increase it, because again, these things all add up to weight loss. Third and final thing that I got my client to focus on, especially following a vegan diet, again, she's still able to lose weight doing this, is making sure that she is consuming enough protein. Now, I know I've harped on about this a lot, but honestly, I think it's so important because so many people come to me for the coaching and they still aren't eating enough protein. You want to make sure that you are consuming protein in every single meal, and I'm talking snacks as well. Now, what kind of snacks can you eat? I have spoken about this in my shorts, but it can be like boiled eggs, slices of ham, protein bars, protein shakes, nut butter with a fruit. There's so many different variations in ways that you can increase it. And again, you want to make sure that there's protein in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This helps in so many different ways to increase the protein for weight loss, muscle recovery, muscle growth, tons of benefits. So I think if you're someone that knows that you're lacking in the protein side, again, start increasing it and you will notice a difference, especially all of these things combined. That's how you're going to start losing weight. As I said, it doesn't need to be complicated. And as you can see from my client, she's not complicating things and she's really happy with the results and she's loving her life and has the flexibility. So I hope these tips helped. If they did, please don't give me a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel because it really does help. And if you are looking for someone like me to come on board and help coach you, you can apply for my coaching program just below this video, or you can join the free webinar and again, listen to more tips and tricks from me that you can possibly implement into your day-to-day. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all next week. Bye.